Planet Dolan.
From goggles for pooches to plastic wishbones, we count 15 of the dumbest products and inventions that made millions for their creators.
Number 15.
Dog wigs. We all know dog owners like to go a little overboard when showing the animals love. It's why pet accessories have become a multi-million-dollar industry. Nowadays, you can decorate your pet with every kind of weird accessory imaginable. Dog wigs, on the other hand, are the latest travesty. Let's not say that, Pringle. Innovation by entrepreneurial pet owner Leah Workman. Her successful dog wigs brand Cushzilla was inspired by a trip to Japan. Hopefully, she goes back to America and never go to Japan. The stylish headpieces included colored pigtails, neon mohawks, blonde curls, and imitations of celebrity hairstyles like the Lady Gaga or Marilyn Monroe. So if you thought your Pomeranian poodle cross couldn't look any more ridiculous, pick them up a fluorescent pink dog wig and see how wrong you were.
Number 14.
Flowbee. Flowbees are a $1 million 90s idea. They're basically vacuum cleaners with hair clippers attached. You run electric clippers through your hair for a cheap do-it-yourself haircut that'll probably invite smart-ass remarks like, "Did you lose a fight with a lawnmower?" But hey, thanks to the vacuum, you at least won't have any hair clippings to clean up. The Flowbee came from California madman Rick Hunt, a carpenter who demonstrated his bizarre product at state fairs before stepping up to late-night commercials. By the turn of the new millennium, he had sold 2 million Flowbees and was officially invited into the Millionaires Club. Wow. And the name doesn't even sound that interesting. Flowbee? Like, do you want to get cut with a Flowbee? Not really. Please no.
Number 13.
Pet rocks. While neither rocks nor the art of swindling idiots can be considered an invention, the pet rock did earn its creator millions of dollars and was inventive. Gerald Dahl was an advertising executive from California with rocks in his head. That is, he had the so stupid it's genius idea to decorate and market rocks as pets. Dahl purchased ordinary gray pebbles from a construction supplier and sold them as pets, spawning a widely successful nationwide fad. Some rocks had painted faces, some had glued on googly eyes, but all of them had personality, at least to the kids who bought them. In a stroke of marketing genius, Dahl sold his product as the perfect pet, as it never needed to be fed or cleaned up after. It came with a funny manual, instructing owners how to talk to it and teach it cool tricks like sit and stay. The pet rock debuted in 1975 at $3.95, or roughly $16 in today's economy. In 6 months, Dahl sold more than 5 million rocks, making the equivalent of $55 million in profit, because buying and delivering the rocks cost him next to nothing. We're gonna have to change this guy's names to Gary Flintstone, because he making these rocks and they getting that money. Rock money? No, that's not funny.
Number 12.
The Beer Belly and Wine Rack Bra. Because encouraging alcoholism is cool, I give you the Beer Belly Bladder and Wine Rack Bra. These products are alcohol concealers that are designed to be hidden under clothing so you could stay inebriated during your child's boring sports games, music recitals, and PTA meetings. The Beer Belly Bladder holds 80 ounces of alcohol, which is more than a 6-pack's worth, and makes you look like a fat guy, while the Wine Rack Bra turns A cups into double Ds. These products are amazingly successful with those times you want to drink in public, but feel they can't because of the pesky law or judgmental society. I'm struggling with the fact these millionaire entrepreneurs are lining their pockets at the expense of their struggling alcoholic consumer base, but maybe that's because I don't drink and the alcohol market will always benefit even in a dying economy.
Number 11.
Wacky Wall Walkers were an enormously successful octopus-shaped toy molded from sticky elastomer. When thrown against a wall, these toys could walk their way down. They were manufactured in the US by Ken Hakata, who purchased the rights from a Japanese toy maker after recognizing their marketing potential. Sales crawled along like an octopus on a wall until a Washington Post reporter wrote about the product. The article generated so much buzz that over 240 million sold within a few months, earning Ken around $80 million.
Number 10.
Beanie Babies. With profits totaling in the billions, Beanie Babies are a toy fad of culture's proportion. For those living under a pet rock, these are basically bean-filled sacks with furry eyes and cutesy-wootsy names like Patty the Platypus or Adobe the Derp Derp. The toys were an immediate success for their creator, Ty Warner, with 30,000 sold at their first toy show. Incredibly, Ty built his empire without any advertising and without selling them through major chain stores like Toys R Us. Instead of causing his products to fall through the cracks into obscurity, the toys' rarity made them more desirable to consumers. Ty also retired certain models at the end of their initial stock run, turning them coveted collectibles. At the peak of the Beanie Baby mania, Ty Warner ranked in $700 million in a single year. He's now a billionaire, all because of the game-changing idea to fill some sacks with beans.
Number 9.
The infamous Snuggie is a blanket with arms that became an unlikely phenomenon in the late 2000s. More than 20 million Americans purchased the Snuggie between fall 2008 and Christmas 2009 at roughly $20 per blanket. Snuggies and their less successful competitors, Slankets, appeal to people who value comfort over style, and to those who want to freely use their hands while wearing a blanket. Although the fad has died down in somewhat recent years, sales remain strong, particularly for kids and pets. They're often seen on airplanes and at sporting events, and even inspired Snuggie pub crawls where drunk people in blankets stumble from bar to bar trying in vain to get laid.
Number 8.
Bigmouth Billy Bass is a singing wall-mounted animatronic fish that helped reel in the dough for its Texan novelty toy creators Jemmys in the late 90s. Invented by Joe Pilatera, this singing fish was hugely a popular gag gift and a stocking stuffer in the early 2000s. Stores sold hundreds of the annoying things each hour and struggled to keep up with demand. Sales topped $1 million in the year 2000 alone, and a whole host of imitators soon flooded the market. Billy Bass sung songs like "Don't Worry, Be Happy," and anyone unfortunate enough to work in a store that sold them is probably still undergoing therapy from having to hear it all day every day. But damn, did it sound good, and it was pretty spooky at the same time. So it was spooky and then it sounded good.
Number 7.
The Happy Smile Trainer. Forgotten how to smile? This legitimate Japanese sensation will teach you, yes you, how again in just 5 minutes a day. Consumers use the Happy Smile Trainer to enhance their mouth and jaw muscles and create perfect Joker-style smiles. By biting down on the silicone mouthpiece for 5 minutes once a day, they allegedly improve the angles and balance of their face and cheeks and strengthen their teeth and gums. The science is unconfirmed, but one thing's for sure. At $52 a pop, this product's creators from the Japanese trend shop are smiling all the way to the bank.
Number 6.
Head-On is a controversial product that claims to relieve headaches. Since virtually everyone gets headaches, the target audience is the entire human race, or at least the gullible majority. Head-On gained fame in 2006 because of its repetitive commercial that consisted only of the tagline, "Head On!" The instructions say to apply it directly to the forehead 3 times in succession. Apparently it worked for some, but this is most likely just a placebo effect. Head On!
Number 5.
The Slinky has been as omnipresent as Mickey Mouse since its 1945 debut. The toy was invented by naval engineer Richard James and came upon the idea by accident after dropping a tension spring he was working with and watching it slink away across the floor. The first 400 Slinkies sold out within 90 minutes, and the rest is history. 250 million sales later, Richard and his $1 toy lived very comfortably, except for a little rough patch where he suffered a midlife crisis, left his wife, and joined the cult. Man, oh man, these eccentric inventors.
Number 4.
Antenna balls are a strangely popular car antenna decoration that was especially popular in the 70s and 80s when tacky ornaments were pretty cool. The history of antenna balls, or toppers, can be traced back to the 1960s when Union Gas started putting out an orange ball with the logo 76 on it. Disney also produced a Mickey Mouse one in 91, and in 1995, Jack in the Box began its smiley face antenna ball campaign. With a few inventors credited, this humble little ball has made many people very rich. One lucky entrepreneur, Jason Wall, has made millions through his company In Concept Inc., which manufactures more than 500,000 custom antenna balls a month.
Number 3.
iFart is an iPhone app that replicates nature's oldest and crudest joke, flatulence. It has a range of farting sounds to suit every mood and occasion, and features a stealth trigger for remote farts. It's a favorite for annoying siblings. The app was launched in December 2008 by Infomedia, a technology company owned by internet marketer Joel Comm. Joel's inspiration no doubt came from a heavy night of beans in all his meals. The app was enormously popular in the lead up to Christmas 2008, the farting season, and took the #1 spot in the iTunes app chart for several weeks. At the peak of its popularity, the app brought in more than $10,000 a day for Infomedia.
Number 2.
Doggles are goggle-style sunglasses for the pooch that knows style. Although these are super cool, they also come with some alleged health benefits. As Mudley from Wacky Races can attest, they protect pet eyes from the sun's glare, keep out dust, debris and wind, block UV rays, and assist in relieving ocular medical conditions, such as a rare autoimmune disorder that prevents dog eyes from producing tears. Apparently, doggles are even used by American working dogs in Iraq. The goggles help protect their eyes from wind-blown sand. It's likely search and rescue dogs may use them in the future too. Doggles Limited Liability Corporation has sold millions of pairs at $19.19 a pop. The company has also featured on popular news shows like CNN and The Today Show.
Number 1.
Plastic Wishbones. You know when you finish a roast dinner with your loved ones and there's that momentary argument about who's going to get to do the wishbone? Ken Arani, founder and inventor of Lucky Break Wishbone Corporation, knows all about this. That's why he conceived the revolutionary advance in plastic wishbone technology. Now, thanks to this strange plastic innovation, everyone, even vegans, can have a wishbone all their own. Ken had to fracture hundreds of furculas to successfully create a plastic that would break like bone. It took hundreds of hours of R&D to create a plastic that could replicate that satisfying snap instead of just snapping into 1,000 tiny shards. Ken's company sells millions of plastic wishbones at 4 for $3.99, or if you do a lot of wishing, 400 for $195.99. It's certainly an original idea, I'll give him that. Well guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Peace.
Did you enjoy the video? That's fantastic. Did you know we still have a gaming channel? Collaborative. It's for Planet Dolan. Come look at us as we play some video games.
Like animation? Have some questions about life and the universe you need answered? Come check out Super Planet Dolan. Danger Dolan and I will answer your life questions. Links are down below.